And my God, I'll tell you, if I never have to hear another parent who lost their child screams, if I never have to hear that again, I'm okay with that. Because that sound, it pierces my heart, man.
Tonight, we dig into what's next for our city as D.C. Police Chief Robert Contee leaves the department for a new role at the FBI.
Yeah, so in the next 5 minutes, we'll focus on 3 major elements of his departure. First, new details on why he's leaving and his impact on D.C. Second, where crime numbers stand right now. And third, how Chief Contee's predecessor is responding tonight. I'm talking about former Chief Peter Newsham, who is now in Prince William County.
Ardelia Gonsalves leads our coverage live outside the Wilson building tonight. Dee, you've been working your sources to bring us some new details. So what are you hearing?
Well, you know, we actually learned something new inside the news conference from the chief himself, who said he was recruited by the FBI months ago, but just accepted the job. As you know, this was a surprise for a lot of folks. This news conference that was set for today was actually in regards and scheduled to talk about a new police plan and policy, a new initiative. There was no way, no word that this was coming down the pipeline. So certainly a lot of folks a bit surprised, but the mayor says, you know, she said, good for you, wishing him well on this next journey of his career. You know, Chief Contee was sworn in just days before the insurrection. He says moving the city through that moment and then policing an inauguration like no other. The pandemic, the rise in crime involving so many of our young people, he says all of that has certainly taken its toll, but he has no regrets.
I have decided to make this move, in addition to it being for Robert Contee, but to inspire young people all across our city. A kid from Carver Terrace to rise up to be the chief of police and now an assistant director of the FBI. That's going to inspire some kids.
With the same passion we've been accustomed to seeing at crime scenes, Chief Contee did not hold back.
I'm born and raised here, and anybody in this room from D.C. will tell you we are some resilient people. And I think I've demonstrated that in my tenure. I'm able to leave out of here with my head high and my chest stuck out. You know why? You know why? Because I did everything that I possibly could for my city. Did I get it right every time? No. But I put it all out there. Everything that I could for my city.
Did you have any hesitation in leaving things undone with crime the way it is here?
Well, we've been talking about crime since I was a kid in this city, right? I mean, all through the 90s, we've been talking about crime. The reason why, you know, like all of us kind of do what we do is because there's crime that exists. But this is really more about understanding where we are right now as an agency. I have set this agency on a trajectory along with my team for success.
I caught up with the chief outside the Wilson building as he was leaving the news conference, where he said among his reasons for this pivot from a career he's dedicated 33 years to a national position, spending more quality time with his family, including his 10-year-old son.
So he's very excited about it.
But more time to do homework with him?
More time to do homework with him, you know, not checking as many emails while we're doing homework. So I really look forward to that. You know, we're getting ready to get into the summer months. You know, beyond my son, my daughter, she's selecting a college. She's getting ready to go off to college. She has a prom coming up. She did well. She got accepted into, like, you know, a bunch of different universities, Northwestern, Tufts, Howard University. So, I mean, she is like killing it academically. I mean, I just got a lot of great things going on in my family. I want to enjoy that.
And I had to let that last soundbite run because talk about sticking your chest out. The proud dad moment right there with the chief. That is a Robert Contee, a glimpse of the Robert Contee that we typically don't get to see when he's speaking in front of reporters and speaking in front of the public, talking about the crime in the city. So certainly he is looking forward to this next chapter in his life and in his career. The chief's last day, I should tell you, he's not leaving right away. His last day is June 3rd. The city is already launching a national campaign to search for his replacement. That'll be the first time, if they do in fact get someone out of the city, that'll be the first time since Chief Charles Ramsey. That was like 3 chiefs ago. So it's been some time since they've moved beyond MPD, but the mayor says they will consider inside candidates as well. We're live outside of the Wilson building. Delia Gonsalves, WUSA 9.
Yeah, Chief Contee served the city relentlessly. It's also a reminder that family life is important as well.
It sure is. It'll be hard to fill those shoes, as so many people have said.